Okay, we now move on to crop circles. Now, one of the things I'm going to say about the crop circles is I only have one where someone has actually put measurements on it. And again, one of the things that I would very much like anyone who has ever been to a crop circle and has taken measurements of the musical frequencies that, I mean, because they say that people can hear buzzing and things, and there are people who have actually gone into a crop circle and recorded the frequencies, but then they never tell anybody what they are. And I'm like, I think that's important, but of course I'm a musician. So if you are someone who is really into crop circles and can lead me to some information where I can get measurements of the musical frequencies that have come out of those crop circles, I would love to hear from you. So without further ado, I kind of like that phrase. We're going to start, especially now that the street sweeper I think he's finally done. I mean, they were cleaning up lots on our street today. Okay, I'm going to have to move me to the top. And so let's go look at crop circles. All right, is it not going to do it again? Sometimes it just doesn't like to go forward. Here goes. You got to have that curtain come back because curtains are important. All right, here's some things about crop circles. Crop circles are formed within minutes. Those who see crop circles formed often hear a buzzing sound along with a high-pitched musical notes during the creation of a circle. Man, I wish somebody would start recording some of that stuff. Those who are near a forming crop circle see mist, orbs, and shafts of light that can't be explained by weather, planes, or any other natural phenomenon. Crop circles require a water source nearby or below the ground. Inside every natural crop circle, the ground is completely dry, while the outside of the circle, the ground is often quite wet. And I got this information from Freddie Silva's Crop Circles book. And again, there's links to that in the video on in the blog post of Crop Circles at the bottom of the blog post. So all of the sources are going to be in the blog post. And this is interesting that crop circles are often found near sacred sites. Here's an example of two of them. Now, these are obviously not the same crop circle, but amazingly enough, most of them seem to appear in England. There have been a few in other places, but not anywhere near as much as you see them in England. And they're all very geometric. And what happened here is I believe in this one, this is out of Freddie Silva's book, where they actually put the megahertz in here. And I think they did it based on the angles or the electromagnetic sound. I mean, because you can, when you go into a crop circle, you can measure all kinds of stuff that's in there. Sounds are still coming up from the ground. And then they just change those. Just like you can take colors and you can move it down 40 octaves. And so a color actually represents a musical pitch as well. So that's what's going on with this one. Now, what I did is I took those pitches and I moved them down into the hearing range. And I'm going to have to move me because I can't see all these notes. The top one is cut off. I can't remember what that is. But notice F sharp, A, F sharp, A sharp, G, G sharp, E, F sharp, and B. All of these notes that are in this particular crop circle are in either the F sharp minor or the F sharp major triad. Now, I am not sure what concert pitch these are in. I forgot to look that up. But if I know that F sharp is 720, 729 in the A432. So I'm going to take 729, I'm going to divide it by 2, and I get 364. So let's take a look at that F sharp. So yeah, it's probably going to be somewhere around the 432 concert pitch. Because because I know that 729 or 720. So let's just do 720. 720 divided by 2 gets me 360. So you're awfully close. And here is between an F and an F sharp. So you're seeing some variations in all of this, which is fascinating. But these are not in the A440 concert pitch. They're too low for that. So that much I can tell you. But it seems like things in nature itself tend to go with the 432. I don't understand why, other than the fact that if the universe itself is in the F sharp, but it's in the 440 concert pitch. I'm not going to try to speculate, but there's a reason. But again, at the same point, you've got all these different colors of pitches, just like you have different colors of green. If you were to look at the green on this screen, I'm not sure what color of green you'd call it. It's not a forest green. It's not an avocado green. It's not a lime green. So that they're all greens. Anyway, I'm not going to belabor that point. Here's some more crop circle details. Electromagnetic fields within the crop circles are measurable. This is how researchers are able to determine the geometric shapes and harmonic ratios that correspond to each circle. Freddie Silva gives tons of example in his book about crop circles, and it's available on Amazon, by the way. Crop circles exhibit measurements within their designs that are found in sacred geometry, mathematical equations, and musical ratios. They're all connected. There's that those patterns, the cycles that we're seeing. So all of these things are connected. They're connected with each other, but they're also connected with F sharp. The crop circles that are not man-made the crop circles that are man-made do not exhibit any electromagnetic properties. The plants are broken at the nodes, which kills them, and the geometric measurements of man-made circles are not accurate. Man-made crop circles take hours to create, whereas natural crop circles are formed within minutes. Crop circles are reported in writings as far back as the 1400s. So it's nothing new. Here's some examples, which I showed you before. In one of the others, crop circles here, and these are cinescope images of the frequencies from those crop circles. And I just wish I could figure out what those frequencies are. I don't have a cinescope, so I can't figure it out. They're like $10,000 to buy one. And here are a variety of different crop circles, and you can see they all create these beautiful shapes. And you know that musical frequencies created those shapes. I just want to know what they are. Okay. With that being said, we will end with the periodic table. But before you do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram for your daily meme. Get on the Facebook page where I post all kinds of goodies up there as well. Sign up for the newsletter if you want geeky musical frequency stuff, because I go into more detail in the newsletter than I do in the actual blog posts. All right, I'm going to stop sharing screen. And we finally have some peace and quiet around here. The washer stopped. Street sweeper's gone. Cats are not bothering me. So let's have some fun in the next one. And I'm going to take a little bit of break and I'll come right back.